I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA Review. Today is September 27, Friday, 2024. Hope you had a good day today and a good week. So as we were mentioning yesterday, so you got to watch yesterday's video so it makes sense. Super game. I was on a phone doing this. And before I even, man, let me just get this out the way, man. So a guy followed me, messaged me and said, oh, you don't even have a stop loss here. And, this isn't real. And I'm like, bro, have you never heard of hiding your stop loss? I'm only hiding it because it'll be laying on each other with the entry. And this is a phone. And I'm not pushing my finger with the buttons, dude. It's going to mess me up. I've already experienced that. So I don't know if you know that, but you can do that. So if you, let's just say, sell limit right there. And then you go in here and then you hide orders. See how it disappears? But I can still put the position in. The position will stay, but the orders, that's what I did. So I wasn't trying to hide nothing. I didn't want it on there because it's a phone. I don't do that on this screen because it's a normal screen. So for the guy that, and then he also said, oh, you didn't catch that top right there. I said, listen, man, let me tell you something, bro. Okay, let's start with this, just so I can make you more upset. So yesterday when I made the video on the phone, I was mentioning this imbalance right here. I wanted to see us pop up. That's what we did. We popped up right there, and then it did sell off, right? So we had a speaker forming. You could see it, all right? You could see it, all right? Came back low, it dangled that carrot fucking all day until I got that bitch. But the point is that I wanted to see this area hold. And it is 50% of the actual day. That's why when I take these buys like that, like I did, because I know I'm coming back up to 50%. I was too chicken shit to hold it, and I got out right here. Okay? But this is 50% of the range is right there. And you can see it. This isn't even a real tool. This is just a premier tool. You can see that we're at the 50%. And that's the logic. Dump, then pump. Oh shit. So, okay, and that was the idea. And I didn't continue with the day. I'm exhausted today. I slept for 3 hours and I went to sleep at 3 o'clock. My wife has a major cold, coughing. Dude, I'm like, dude, they made me work today to get this damn shit. Anyways, but let me get back to this so I don't veer off. So what they do? So lower low, lower high, lower low. All right, that's the one side of the speaker. Comes back up, takes out that high, and I said I wanted you would see this be bullish if it held it as support, and at a moment it fakely did. But when I saw the data and I woke up and I trade fucking night. That's what I love about trading New York. I can come in, step in, and be in fucking profit. I don't have to sit through all this. I literally roll right through. But you can see that we have these lows and we have that low. I mentioned this yesterday. I want to take this low. So if I'm telling you the day before, this is not hindsight. This isn't me. I'm not making shit up. I can't get any more fucking great. And I'm not being arrogant. I'm just saying, like, for someone to say that, oh, I didn't catch this. Well, bro, how do you figure? So let's put it this way. And if I take this, if I take this entry here, I didn't get out here and take a screenshot here or here or here. I literally held it to where I want to go. You don't see anything in between, right? So that solves that. But the way I'm able to do this, which I understand it might look crazy, don't get me wrong. I'll take a couple losses trying to sometimes get this high. But I do know that the time is in the factor. Look at 9 o'clock right here. Let's just do this. This is 9 o'clock. All right, so the 850 to 910, that macro right there in this time window is where I want to be involved, right? I don't like trading before 850. That's period. But sometimes I have to catch it between the 850 and 910. And that's exactly what I did. The price, this popped up here, right? When it popped up here and got into this candle, we were sitting here, bold face up here. I pushed the button. Why? Because my risk is tiny. right there. Number two, I see this built liquidity. I see the sell model. Like I see it. This is a sell model. This is the origin, and this is coming back to wipe out the sell. But this is also a speaker. You see the high. Look at the last hour of the day. Look how it expands. I mention this all the time. I can't make this up. And lower lows. What was I doing with this trade? I'm completing the speaker. Okay, that being said, let me just try to get into this, man. Yes, I took this trade too. And yes, I'm been out. Okay, because now we're flying up. So just for anyone, look at it's still even. Oh, that was me showing you whatever. But let me get back to this. So it's super exhausting. You have no idea. Anyways, so right here, I'm expecting a break here. So the 930 opens up right here. I've got this also, what I got planning out for me. I have this imbalance right here. I have that imbalance right there. And we're digging it, and we're digging it. And 930 just digged it and stopped. If it was going any higher, then this trade's done. But guess what? When I put the stop loss here, all right, the stop loss is right here. Okay, let me look at this mother. Boy, I knew that was gonna be some shit. I was freaking out by taking that screenshot, dude. Tired of doing this shit. Then for people to sit there and say I didn't take the trade, like, what are you talking about, bro? So okay, so you want to know how I catch these trades? Well, first of all, where's 850 to 9. Where are you? 10. Oh, what the hell? Okay. So this time window is when I want to see the trade. I wasn't even ready right here. I mean, I was sort of ready, but I was so sluggish getting out of fucking bed. Couldn't even see the screen. Anyways, so this dropped. I missed that. No problem. Then the price came up. And yes, I did not enter at exactly 910, but I understood the what was happening here. So how do I get these trades? Well, I already have that high here. All right, and if I'm bearish, I don't want to see that high get breaking. So if I entered fucking right here, guess where my stop is? Right here. Do you know how many points that my stop loss is? It's 4 points. Do you know what that means? Let me see if I can do a sell limit here or something. Let me put it where I got it. Pretty much got it right in here or something. So my stop loss is right there. Do you know how much that is? That's $380. And I can even reduce it by hitting, you can see this screen, I'm sure, right? I can reduce it because I don't want it to pass 50% of this up candle. So I even do that because I do that. Let's put it here now. Guess how much this risk is? $260. You're not willing to risk $260 to make fucking $12,000? So that's how I do this. And guess what? If I take a loss, I took a loss right here. Actually, I took this loss right here. Let me do this. Man, I hope this video is short. When it wicked right into the candle, right here, this candle right there, this last up candle, 848. I wanted to run away. Guess what? Guess where my stop is in this trade right here? My stop is literally like damn near almost 50%. Boom. How many points is this? This is 3 points. Not even 3 points. Yeah, a little over 3 points. Okay? $240 right there. And you're like, bro, well, that's crazy. You got to let it breathe. First of all, the spread is 50. All right? So, but I'm giving you the understanding of when I take this loss, or I did take this loss. When I took this loss here, guess what? I only lost $240 fucking dollars. Okay? So the same goes for when I entered here. I just showed you that example. If it goes any above any higher, that's invalidating what I'm trying to do. So even if I lost $500 here, bruh, do you not understand that this is the game? I'm showing you the best way. I don't see anybody teaching like this. But This is the best way. And then guess what I get? I get this order flow. Boom. And then it's like you're crossing your fingers like, come on, come on. And then I get it. And then it's flowing right here. And it's flowing. And guess what? Then the 930 comes in. Guess what happens with 930? I can drop my stop loss to where I don't want to see it go above this high. Right there. Right? So I'm already in profit. You got to remember that too. So I'm managing it this way. So when someone says, "Oh, there's no way you caught that," bro, that's how I'm doing it. I'm okay with losing 2-3 trades. I'm okay to risk $1,000 to catch a 12 plus $1,000 move. But guess what? My goal is to not risk the $1,000, right? And then okay, and everyone, I'm not trying to be perfect here, but you might think I'm showing you that I'm perfect, but you have to follow me. What I'm trying to say is that if the problems where I will fall into is that, my bias is so strong, I'm trying to get it, and I start taking too many little losses. But remember, they're all little losses. They're nothing big. But because I'm a sniper, I know how each fucking candle is printing and what it's doing. I don't know exactly what it's going to do, but I understand what it is doing. There's a difference. So this is how I catch these type of trades. Yes, right there. My risk is tiny. So, but I have a narrative. The power that I have is the narrative. And the narrative, the draw on liquidity, I'm very good at that. Maybe you see that by now. So anyways, when I'm taking this trade, I'm automatically looking for a speaker. I'm automatically looking to come down to this low. So where are my first targets? I got a circle here. You can't see it because I screenshotted it. But you can see on the 15-minute. And what I did was, this is a screenshot. I can't move it. Well, basically, those candles right there, they have no wicks on them. So I'm like, okay, that's number one. Okay, that's number one goal. Number two, well, I have a -1, -1.5 projection here from this swing to this here. So that's also, so on all this, I'll get into that. My other target obviously was the equal lows right there. You can't see it on this screenshot, but the equal lows right there, right? That's my second target. I already have the amount of targets that I'm looking for right there. Okay. And obviously this one here. And where is that? The -2 and 2.5. Okay. So this is on my chart. This is on your chart. Do you have these fucking gaps on your chart? Do you have this all laid out? Bruh. Okay, so let me just move forward. So I know I can't please everybody, so I'm just let me talk because I need to. I was like, the guy thought I was literally like, this is a fake trade and I'm hiding the stop loss. It's like, bro. Okay. All right. So anyways, so that being the case, respect that imbalance. We had the flow. 930 pops up. 930 pops up. I'm watching this. You get the little 3 little candles right there. You see the little 3 candles right there? Bro, I mean, I could do this all day. You should see me live commentating to myself. I'm fucking bomb. I went through how to do this. So 3 candles up, rejects, staying inside the 924. You need to mark your chart because that's going to help you. In a rough day like this, and I have to mark the chart. Like I have to. Like there's no choice because I need to see levels respecting. I can't do this like blindly. But do you have all this on your chart? I doubt it. So anyways, we shoot down. Boom, we come down, we take out that liquidity, we get a little 3 candles drive, we push back up. We're inside this imbalance. 930, this imbalance. Look at respecting the 50%. It's a small opening range gap, so it's not favorable. And it shows the price action is going to probably be rough. And this was rough, but it wasn't rough for me because I held the number one the strength that I have is I'm strong in the bias, right? Or I'm strong in where the price is going. So that eliminates damn near fucking most of it, right? So anyways, then we get this first imbalance of the opening, this 935. This is dragged out. Yes, we're up and down. And what am I doing? I'm gauging everything with, now on the left side of the chart, I'm using 15-minute imbalances because these were pretty big. I'm not going to use these little 1 minutes because that's not going to help with this type of volatility. Plus we had the 10 o'clock, news. So Where's 10 o'clock? Right here. So 10 o'clock pushed up. I understand that I'm trading a 4-hour candle. I'm not trading the 1 minute. You gotta understand that. Just because I always talk about the 1 minute, I'm trading the 4-hour. I'm trading the higher time frame. So that being said, where is it? Right here. So this 10 o'clock right here, this opens up. When it opens up, what does it do? Here, right here. All right. So 10 o'clock shoots down. It was like instant. Shoots up. This is the fake move. This is an accumulation, manipulation, distribution of the 4-hour candle. I know that it's just pushing up as a fake wick. Why? My bias is still down here. So it pushed up. Now, when it got here, I was shitting bricks for a second and at the same speaking, I was glad that it did this. Why? Because it got it over with. Like I don't have to worry about it anymore. And my stop loss is now sitting up here, literally sitting up here, a little higher, actually. Yeah, above this 50% of the candle, 918. I don't want to see it go above that anyway. So, but I'll have to allow this. Okay, this wasn't smart, right? But at the same time, I know what I'm doing. I don't know what to tell you. But this, it wasn't that serious of news either. But this, the open, you see the open, I was allowing it to come up here. Why? Because I also have this imbalance. Look how we stop at a dime right there. And this is how I continue to hold, right? If it's going any higher than this and it's going past the 930 open, this is a different conversation. We're going up, right? Most likely, right? So that's the logic. And sure enough, it held. It's just, I don't know what I can tell you. And then look at the body sitting there right there. Beautiful. Sitting at the top 25% of the opening range gap. Do you even have that on your chart? All right. And then what does it do? Price shoots down. It's going to be a long part of the video, but there's so much to tell you. It's fire. But we're respecting this imbalance. That's in control. Okay. This is in control. I don't expect it to pass any more higher than here. And this was rough. Trust me. I was like, but and then, weak overbought here. I mean, dude, there's so many things I could tell you, but so the price shoots down and looking for structure here. So let me try to do this. This is going to be so much to tell you. So I also have that, remember that first imbalance at 935, I dragged it out. So we're going below and you're trying to see like, well, when's it going to work? Well, in this case, it worked here. Well, which is this 1006. So now we're below the open of the 10 o'clock 4-hour candle, right? I see that. Well, I want it to start expanding down and it took forever and it sucked, but I was in a good position and that's what makes me and also the reason why I love getting these sniper entries is because I'm very comfortable in the rest of the trade. I'm not trying to sell right there. That would suck. There's too much risk here. Obviously you have the 10 o'clock news, but okay, so let me continue. So the price shoots down right here. Then we get another two lows down, and then this is coming back up for a lower high. So now to the left here, again, so much to tell you. We're also bumping in the back of that weekly imbalance, that bearish imbalance. It's in the background, right? So we're tagging that. This is also part of the story, but whatever. We come up right here, we tag right into that imbalance, and I don't want to see it get any higher. And guess what? It does not. Because I also have the opening day gap, that little red line in the background. See that? So I have that there, and that means I know I'm underneath the daily candle. I don't even need to have a daily chart. I understand that we're underneath the daily open. Okay. That being said as well, we have the midnight level. That's also the daily open. Well, I'll get to that in a second. Oh, and I forgot to actually mention that yesterday. Let me see if I could go to it real quick. And I remember the marking's gone, but I just remember what it looked like. Right here, when this stopped right here, this was the midnight level right here of yesterday. It was dragged out. So go watch the video. I didn't mention it, but if you watched it, you'll see it. I forgot to mention it. So whatever. So there's that. So, all right. Okay. So we bump underneath. Perfect. Now guess what? I got that 15-minute imbalance here. I also have that 15-minute imbalance here. So, this is overlapping. Whoops. This is overlapping with that imbalance. what I talked about yesterday, overlapping zones are very strong, and we poke again. Now you're probably like, bro, but it's up and down, up and down. Well, eventually I want to see it hold. I want to see it respect, and you'll see it. You just got to be fucking patient, though. You got to be patient. You can't just be getting out, getting in, getting. You can't do that. You have to follow the higher time frame flow. So, anyways, that's 15-minute candle. If you're wondering which one this is annoying. Right there, this 8 o'clock. This 8 o'clock 15-minute candle. So I'm highlighting that. So, and you see we're bumping it here, but obviously they're outside the lines, but then we bumped it right there. So anyways, that's that. Then we have this one. We have this one, and this is a big imbalance. This 745, that's right here. So I have that dragged out. So what are we doing? Well, I'll do the structure in a second. Just hold on. So we come back up. It stops right here. This stops right here. It comes down, comes back up, stops. Look at 50% literally on the head. It's also tagging the bottom of the weekly gap, the weekly bearish imbalance. And then I also have this imbalance. You see this 956 right here, this one right here. So I also, look at that. So look, that's overlapping. And I want to see the majority. It's not perfect, but at the same time, it pretty much is. So that's overlapping. And sure enough, we stop right at a dime. So I'm not worried about it. I'm not trailing my stop either. How can you trail your stop with movement like this? Unless you understand where the protective lows and highs are. So let me keep going. So we push down here and we get to that first liquidity pool. So this was the whole first goal. By the way, that was those candles that didn't have wicks on them. So that's that. And then there's that pool. So I'm not going to just stop right here. I'm going for here, right? So we hit that, right? But I'm so confident in coming down to this low because I have a potential of getting to this low. But I'll show you how I play this. But just follow. So where's the protect? Maybe I need to do this now. Well, fuck. I'm going to wish that I had all of it. So just let me just follow me here. So let's just do it like this. I'm going to try to make this simple. So that's a break. And then if it's a break, where's the lower high? It's that one. See this shit right here? This is, you think this is lower high? Oh, I'm following order flow. Yeah, but you got news. You're going to get manual intervention. This is expected. This is whatever. It's what it is. So it's not a normal day. But then what does it look like here? Here, then here. So anything higher than this high, if this is going above this high, we have a problem. Guess what we get? Lower low. This becomes the lower high. Okay, so let's continue real quick and watch how this gets tricky here. So here, you think this is the low and this is the high. Yes, this took out the high, and that's what you want to see. You want this is not a lower high right here. This level right here is not a lower high. It's too minute. It's too shallow. So you don't count that. If it's a leg and then it comes back up for a retracement. So you thought that was it. And then this high made that low. So, okay, I have no problem with that understanding. But there's two ways to look at this. You could have said that, and then this came down. This could have been the lower low. And then when this came up, this didn't take out that high. And I'll explain that more in a second. Then it retraced back, so it doesn't break that low. So who's in control here? Well, this high is in control, but it's really still this high. Why? Because this right here, now I'm going to draw it. This could be the leg. And then this is the next leg. This is why I took this sell, because I knew what was happening. Boom. So watch this. So that's one leg. This is too shallow for me. This is not a retracement. It doesn't come up to 50%. It has to hit 61. You need something more believable. And yes, you want it to keep going. Don't get me wrong. But to explain this chaos right here, and trust me, I got a little chopped up here after I took this trade out. But let me explain it. So, but when this low made this and it came up and didn't take that out, you're like, oh, okay, well, this is resistance. Well, okay, it could either be not resistance, but well, whatever. We'll just say this is another lower high technically, and then you're expecting low. They stopped and reversed and they came back. When this popped up and took out this liquidity plus that guy, you got to include that guy right here because it doesn't take out this guy. This is literally the same level, this high right here. But these are pretty much in the same boat. Because why? When we broke this low, this is the retracement up. So this high, I'm expecting them to take out while they take that out. So they did take that out. And guess what? I get in there like a sniper. Why? Because I'm also overbought. And I know that this possibility of this leg from here to here is the real leg. This low never got broken. So if this low got broken here from here, then I would say this is the lower high protected, right? But this is that leg, right? And that's that leg. So how does that leg look like in here? Well, it went up, it came back down, and then it went back up. So this is a sell model all in itself, but this is just engineered. This is to confuse you, to keep going up, and they retrace it back. Why am I confident in this? Because I know I'm coming down and I told you about this pool yesterday. Okay, so, and that's the day before. Who is telling you this the day before? I can guarantee you no one is doing that. All right, again, I'm not trying to be arrogant, but so let me finish. So, oh my God. So, all right, so where was I? So we come up here, we get protected with that overlapping right there, and then I have that imbalance right there, this 10-12, and then I use it for the future. I'm not done with it, right? Like, and we have the opening of the midnight level right there in orange. I should probably change that color, but it's in orange. And what do? Well, we pop up, we tag it twice right there with that imbalance, and you can see the algorithm prospecting that level. It's like telling itself, okay, let's come up here now and let's get back in here. And then the order flow is holding, which is what I want to see. And then now then you see this one, this 1049. We come below it. While I'm watching price live, I understand it can come outside the line of it, but if it comes outside this line, it better respect the next one. And look, here's a prime example. Look at this candle. Can't miss that shit. Look at this. Look at this high right here. See that? Respecting it, right? All this shit in between is noise. It's just noise. So, all right, price pushes down here. And then now I'm at this imbalance here, which is this level. See this up candle, this 4 a.m. So that's a big push. That push is what started this thing. So if I'm bearish, I want to see it come below and act as a resistance. So I have it dragged out. This is not secret here, what I'm doing. All right, so, and then what does it do? So it's playing around. It's playing around. It's coming up. It's coming down. It's speakering out. Little speaker out. It's just confusion. It's coming back up. Remember, we took out this low. So this low is important later. And this low, which is very obvious, is important later as well. I use it in part of my flow. So anyways, for decision making. But so then we're very close to that low. Now we're at the 2 to 2.5. I got my target, but I want to take the low out. Okay, this is what stubborn looks like. Okay, so the price pushes up right here. So we have this imbalance here, and we have that imbalance there, right? I didn't draw that one out because it was just too much. But the price pops back up, and it mitigates the buyer's remorse. That's why I have it dragged out. So this is a model in itself. So, and guess what? It doesn't break that high, and we're protected here, and it turns around. It comes down. It pops back up into that imbalance right there. This 1114. And then I'm getting flow back down. And guess what? That 15-minute imbalance is sitting at that 4 o'clock. It's dragged out there. And keep in mind, I have the gaps here, which I'll explain. But and then I want to see it start to look at this candle. How this 1148. See how it rejects. Now it's like literally underneath 50% of the big inversion, right? And then it starts rushing down for the damn target. Okay, so take a look here. All that is on my chart, buddy. You see that? Right there. Boom. Got the trade. Perfect. Now, here's what I do. I want to get in to try to hopefully I would like to get in, take the profit and secure that because I have to. Then here I want to get in a retracement and try to carry it down to see if it's got momentum to come down. So now you're gonna watch how this happens. So here's what ended up happening to me. So I end up getting okay. So now keep in mind, we took the liquidity. Okay. So what's back up here though? We have the gap in the background. We have this imbalance, this 1130. I have it dragged out with that right there. I also still have this there, that 4 a.m. I have that there, and then I have the gap in the background. So what do? Well, the price comes up here. There's a gap right there. Oh, there's a gap right there in between that. You see that little gap right there? So what do? We had these 3 drives. We pop up, okay? I get in filled at the gap. Literally, I have a limit order on the gap. Okay, where's my stop loss here? I'm trying to come down, but where's my stop loss here? I got it above 50% of this down candle. Plus, I have the 50% of the actual gap in the background. Okay, so that's where I had it right here. So this price pops up, gets real close. But what did it do? It tagged that imbalance. Okay, I didn't draw that one out, but it's tagging that imbalance. But I know I'm bumping against underneath that one. I know this sounds maybe confusing. And then we have the bodies right there are respecting that gap. It's just sitting in that gap. That's what I want to see. This is what I'm telling myself while the price action is happening. And sure enough, what does it do? It comes down to right here. And I was like, oh no, keep going, please. Because number one, I'm nice little oversold. Number two, well, the really number one is that there's 50% of this wick right here. And if you take a look to the right, we are respecting, the bodies are respecting, and it's literally sitting there. And I'm like, oh no, dude, don't hold as support. Sure enough, it comes back up. All right. And then we have that imbalance, and we have that imbalance. So we break through that one, we hit there. So when we hit this, I was like, oh, we're still good. Comes back, it stops at this candle. I'm like, fuck. So then it starts to push up. Oops. It starts to push up. Oh my God. It starts to push up hard. I'm like, fuck me. Right. And then guess what? My stop loss has been moved. My entry was literally here, but my stop loss got moved above this high. So guess what? I get stopped out. Guess how many points? Nothing. No big fucking deal. All right. So then we push up here. And then this trade happens. All right. So this movement happens. We get back to that 4 a.m. Inversion, and we're still respecting that inversion, that bearish imbalance at 1130, right? And boom, right here, I sniped this. I'm like, okay, cool. This might be a lower high. Let's take this. This is me trying to be real, to try to really get this fucking thing. Dude, they had me working all day until we just took this out now. But, so then guess what? This comes down. It starts to take it forever. Yes, it's still respecting that bearish imbalance plus the background plus of the bullish imbalance plus the gap. But it's playing around. Then I get this candle that pushes up, and I'm like, fuck me. I'm like, this isn't going to work, right? So, and sure enough, it comes real close and it starts to come down. Then we get this candle, this 13, and it pushes up hard, takes me out. Where's my stop loss? First of all, I sniped the entry, so I'm already here. Would you believe that my entry was here and my stop loss was right above that? It's literally 2 points. 2 points. If it's taking me out of this 2-point risk, I don't want to be in the trade. How's that for logic? Very simple. Guess what? Do you think I want to put my stop loss here? Why? Why would I want to absorb all that? If I'm wrong, let me know. Let me know now. So guess what it does? It pushes up right here. And I swear on my mother, I can't make this up. This price came up right here. I'm like, oh, all right, they're going to take that high. All right, cool. This could be the lower high. I understand that it's a possibility, but I also understand that it might not be, just like this same scenario here. But so I'm like, all right, let them take the high. And then when it stopped on a dime, guess what? I'm overbought right here. And I was like, dude, they wicked right here and they didn't take it out. And then I was like, bro, this thing's going to sell right here. Push it. And I was like, bro, but I don't feel comfortable taking this trade right here. So not doing it. I'd rather take it out at the least. But I didn't take it. Guess what? It fucking shot down. And I was like, bro, you were right. So then it comes right back. When the price is coming down, it's coming. Now I'm looking back at these levels to see it respect. So price comes down, tags this, pushes back up. Now we're back into this 1130. I'm still using it. The 50% is there. Also the gaps in the background. And this 4 a.m. See that? So I'm tagging that as well. All right. Guess what I do? I get in right here. I snipe this. You want to know how I snipe this? I put a limit order on the gap right there. That little gap. See that? That little gap. You probably didn't even see this. Little gap. I put the entry right there, and it fucking poked right in. And I don't put it on the open anymore or the top. I put it a tick or two below the open. Why? Because this thing will pop in so quick that it won't even get you in. Right? So I've learned my lesson a long time ago from doing that. But anyways, we're also sitting at the 50% of this fucking this 1130. Boom. Rushes, stops right here. I'm like, oh my God. I could feel it in my bones. I can't explain this to you. But guess what? If this is going to hold this 50%, which held that low, and then this came down to squeeze out, right? And I was like, keep going. And then guess what? And I was about to screenshot this. And it was a good profit. And guess what? It started coming back. I was like, fuck. So I let it ride. Came back up. And now we're breaking this inversion imbalance. So we're not respecting. It's not like we stopped and then I was trying to see if to stop here and keep going. It didn't. It came back up here. It stopped here for a moment. And guess what? It didn't. It pushed back up. It kept pushing up. And guess what? At this, I understand that, okay, this is that leg down. And then because we didn't take out this low, and they built this, I'm like, oh, you bastards are going to come get this. And I could have bought this bitch. I literally took this trade and could have bought it. I could have bought this too, but I didn't feel comfortable because of this right here. And that answers that. So what do? We pushed up. Then I get into that. Look at this right here. This has got to be a 5 right. I'm so exhausted. 37 minutes. Fuck. So we pushed. I'm explaining everything, dude. I mean, I don't know if I can keep doing this, man. But anyways, we push up here. And we also got back to that broken low, which is that low. Who's going to explain all this? I don't know who's going to do this for you. But so push up here. All right. And then once it wicks up, I have seconds charged too. So but I'm teaching on the 1 minute because some people said they don't have seconds. So, but that's the other reason how I'm able to catch these tops and bottoms. I have seconds too. I'm not saying that I only have to have seconds to be able to do it. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying it's a tool. Anyways, so this pops up, right? Super overbought right there. I understood that this leg was here to here. We wiped out that liquidity. And why do I take this trade? 2 reasons. Number 1, I know I'm coming here. I'm gumming for it. I'm gonna fucking get this bitch. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Sorry for cursing too much. But the second reason is because they're greedy. That's why they set this up. And they came back up. They wiped that out. Guess what? I'm expecting big movement down. And sure enough, these greedy bastards, how I learned how they move, and now you should be understanding how they move, it wicks. I catch the sniper in the wick. Boom. As soon as it's in and it's down here, I put the stop loss right there. Guess how much points I'm out? 2.3 points. Look, do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? So that's how I stay in the trade. If it's not going my way, then it's not working. But you have to let the fucking thing breathe. At least the 2-3 points for the high. So what does it do? It shoots down. Now I'm back to using all this chaos to the left. I'm using it again. But it didn't really matter. It was just flowing. But so push down, blew right through that imbalance. All right, comes down. Guess what? Back to that 4 hour, that 4 a.m., the blue one. You see how we come underneath it and we tag. You see that? I want to see that. That's what I want to see. I can't get any more transparent than this, bro. Then you have this back to that 1130. I remember what it was. Dragged it out, and we're also tagging it there. I can't make this up. See that? So then we're underneath it. Now we're underneath it. Now the gap is back in play. You got to, I'm jump roping with it, right? So now we're underneath it. 50% is also right there in the background. I don't have that highlight. I don't need it. Then it comes down. Then it comes back up, taps underneath at 11:30 again. I don't have it dragged out, but you can see it stop right there. That's what I want to see. And then what does it do? Blows right through. Blows right through. And guess what? And what's the other way I caught this was because this was a 4-hour, the new 4-hour candle. So that candle right there. So when you see, where is it? It's right here, right? Yeah, I remember this one right here. So when this is the 1 minute of the 4-hour. This open here. This is the body or the open. This shoots up. This is a wick. I understand that if this is the bear, I'm trading the 4-hour candle. So I want to see a wick there perform, and then I want to see it come below the open. So that's what it does. It pushes up as the open's right there. It pushes up. That's the wick coming down. I take the entry. I'm waiting. I waited for this 4 o'clock new hour candle, this 4-hour new candle. So then it shoots down. Now we're below the open, and now it's all body. This is all body. So, and then we got down here, wicks. Man, bro, this shit was nerve-wracking, dude, trying to catch this. I swear on my mom, I'm so exhausted, but I was trying to, get the screenshot ready because boom. And then we come into the 3.5 to 4. Bingo. If you watch yesterday's video, I did the same thing here. It's still highlighted right there. It's still highlighted right there. And then the guy's like, well, you didn't catch this. What do you mean? I have a gap sitting there and it stopped on a dime, number one. Number two, I just came into a projection. Just say you don't know how to trade. Just say you're not sure how to trade. But don't sit here and say, I'm not catching these trades. Are you crazy? I've been doing this for years. So, anyways, but that's there. And then boom. And guess what? We got to projection there. We get to this and I screenshot it right there. And what did it do? As you already know, wick down, fucking went crazy. And that's why I don't want to be a part of this mess. And that's why I don't want to screenshot shit, bro. Like, I'm going to eventually shut that shit down. But what did it do? It popped all the way back up to this gap, wiped out all that easy selling. This was easy selling. Like this, it slithered. I knew. Look at this breakaway gap right here. This was it. 1402. This 202 candle. Boom. Didn't even fill. That's what I want to see in momentum. Just like that candle. Anyways, we popped up. So this video is way too long. This sucks, dude. I wish I could make them shorter, but how else are you gonna? I think from here going on, I'm not gonna explain anymore. These last two videos, just study them, and one of them's on a phone. So here, when I caught the sell, by the way, also I had a higher high here with my trade was working because I had a higher high here with Dow, and then I had lower highs right here with S&P and NAS. Then when we got here, right, that was the 9:30 news, that was the 10 o'clock news. We had lower highs here, and we had higher highs here and higher highs here with S&P and Dow. So this kept me in my trade. Okay, so I'm using you can use this for entry, but you can also use it for confirmation of your direction. So guess why I popped up like this? Because we came and took out these lows, and guess what? S&P did not, and Dow did not, right? So that's why I was shitting bricks, because I knew that this was going to be a divergence. So before the price even gets down here, I'm already aware of that, right? I already know that the S&P is not taking it out. It's already it's not by it. So because it's lockstep when it moves, but. So anyways, and then there goes that. And then we had higher highs here when we took out that, when I caught that sell, and we had lower highs here. And that's why I got it drawn out right there. This one, we had higher lows right here, and that pushed us up. We had higher lows with NAS here, and we had lower lows here. So this was pushing up. And that's why I was fucking mad that I didn't take it out right here and buy. But it's okay, because I don't feel comfortable with that low sitting right there. I know what my objective is, but this is what the day was like. So dollar still slowly coming down, dripping, and then Dow makes another high. So bullish. We didn't get our seasonality for the 15-year, but I still was looking for sells yesterday and today. So I was on the right side. Right. And then look at this shit. I mean, how do you trade this? Well, accumulation. Here's your maybe manipulation right here, and then distribution. So pump, dump. All right, and that's why I was also a little mad at myself, because I was expecting a buy here, because I took this trade from here to here, but I dropped the ball twice in here. Well, many times. But I just should have just took the profit. But I was trading the chart and what I was trying to do. So today I was like not trying to trade the chart and not trade the P&L, but I would like to have traded the P&L because I wanted the fucking money. So, but that's another story. So, I was gonna say something. Yeah, but I wanted to take a buy because I know we had this dump, and then this would have been a nice pump right here, or this one here. But because this is in the cards so strong for me, that I was like, just keep trying for it. And I just went one direction. Normally, if that, let's just say that wasn't there, normally I would have took it out here. I would have took this buy. I would have took this buy here, or this one, and been done. And that would have been my dump and my pump trade. That's 2 trades. You had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Right? I only need 2 of them. That's my main goal every day. So, wow. Oh, and the other reason why I was going down like that, was gung ho about it, was because of Nvidia's. Look at this 4-hour candle. This 4-hour candle came down, and that was pushing me down the whole day. That's how I got down the whole day also. And then this 4-hour candle opened up, and then it started to become bearish. I'm like, perfect. It wants to take, because it made an equal low. And I was like, oh, it's going to take out that low. And that's how I got, this is how, and when it busted through, this is how I got that trade. This one. This is how it helped me. That's how I saw it. So, I think I am done. But, it's, listen, man, I mean, again, I show you perfection trades. I do take losses, and sometimes there are $2,000, there are $3,000, there are $5,000 worth of losses. Yes. Sometimes that does happen when I get really on a tilt mode, when I'm gung ho about something and it just keeps wicking me out. Those little losses add up, and sometimes I'll enter right here, and then it'll slip and just push one more time, and that equals to like a $700 loss or something, right? Because of me getting slipped. And as soon as it's pushing and I'm wrong, I'm rushing for the exit button, because I don't give a fuck. I know I'm wrong, but I don't want it to run on me. So yes, I run into those issues, and I shouldn't. As a trader, I know I shouldn't do that, but that's also how I train myself to snipe. And I'm also okay with losing the $3,000 to $5,000 as well. I'm not saying that happens every day, but I'm just saying that it is a normal thing sometimes. And why? Because of what I'm trying to do. But do I allow the $3,000 to $5,000 to affect my fucking entire day or trading? No. Why? Because, dude, I'm showing you 10,000 plus trades every day, twice. All right. So am I worried about am I worried about $5,000 if I made fucking 18? No. But that's where I'm at. So I don't know how else I could tell you. I don't sit here and dwell on the losses. I keep it moving. But man, I'm showing you the flow, man. I mean, this shit don't get no better than this. I need to be done. I think I've said everything else, right? So we didn't get the 15-year, and I was mentioning this was a reverse. So this consolidated. This was nice. This ended up being a consolidation. I was telling you about that yesterday. And then I was looking for an expansion. Yes, I already got out. Why? Because I'm exhausted, number one. Number two, it's Friday. We might not get this. We could have maybe got it. I was also thinking it could happen next week. I knew we were coming down here, but it could happen next week. So this was my last attempt. If this fucking thing didn't do it, and sure enough, the big candle started getting big. I was like, yeah, let's go. But, So now this is a consolidation for the month to close out. I mean, we only got one more trading day in the month, which sucks. So I'm expecting Monday to be a big drop and just wipe out some of this shit here. Right? You can see it. You can see the 1 hour we popping in. We're respecting the bodies. I mean, it's all sealed here besides here, but this comment on the top. So yeah, I'm expecting to come back to this weekly present gap, possibly underneath here, especially this, for Monday or the next week, and roll into the fourth quarter, roll. Let me go to the daily. Roll in here, and then fucking we'll see what happens if it decides to be bullish. If I look at the seasonality right now, yes, it looks like the first 10 days are like up and down, makes a low, and then it's supposed to just keep buying. So you guys take care. Have a good weekend. God bless.